That is a container ship, right? Let's look up speed of container ship. How fast do you think container ships go? Okay. The speed of a container ship, what is that what they're called? Yeah. Look at the speed. Typical speed, 16 to 25 knots or 19 to 29 miles per hour. Why is it that no boats in the South can ever... Oh, sorry. So it's basically saying typically 19 to 29 miles per hour. So let's bring up fleet. What is it called? Vessel finder. And let's just see if we can find boats in the South that are moving that fast. Okay, here's one. 13.1 miles per hour. 6.9 miles per hour. 12.1 miles per hour. 11.2 miles per hour. 13.9 miles per hour. 13.6 miles per hour. 5.2 miles per hour. I wonder why it is that boats in the South go slower. The wide open ocean go out there. No, we can't do it. See if they go any faster up here. 17.5. 11.2. See if we can find any container ships. 21.6. I wonder why this boat's able to go 21.6, but down here we're not going to find that. Let's see. 12.1. So this is what I'm talking about. These guys are so deluded that they can't even think straight. Okay? This is why I'm going to ignore them going forward. If you guys want to listen to these guys, then you can listen to them. If you want to convince yourself that the Earth's a globe, it's easy to do. If you want to convince yourself that you live on a spinning ball in space, it's easy to do because that's the deception. They've set it up for you. So if you're going to listen to these guys who are going to come in and say, oh, well, Jaron can't be right because of this reason, then you're not paying attention. I'm talking about all of this, that there's a huge problem in the South. Remember I told you about, what's his name? Hold on, I can find, didn't he give me evidence for this the other day? Let me find Brian Leakey, who I asked for evidence of something. Let's see here. So, let's see here. Let's watch this right here. Watch this video.
So let's compare the southern race to similar boats in the northern hemisphere.
The North Atlantic on day 2 of the Rolex Transatlantic race. Pretty balmy out here, warm water. I guess we're in the Gulf Stream. It's really toasty here. We're trucking along, we're posting good numbers. We're still working hard and chipping away on Rambler. She's about 25 miles straight behind us. We've been driving downwind to get around this ice gate. Pretty good numbers, as you can see.
Respect to all these guys, man. They earn it. But this is the same race as yesterday, 28,000 miles.
So here, 40 knots have been well established for the last hours now. We're in 50 knots winds and rains. The sea is foaming white.
Look at this. 46 mile per hour boat speed in 50 mile per hour winds. Okay, remember that.
It's beautiful and stressful at the same time. Hope we'll see the end of this in the next 24 hours.
Now, you can be a Dumbo just like all these boat captains or whoever doesn't admit what's going on here. And you can close your eyes to the fact that we've got a drastic problem in the South versus the North.
The record speed is 22 miles per hour.
So these boats are booking it, and the southern storms look like the globe distances are shitting on their average speeds. So why is it? I'm just explaining to you what's going on here. If you look at the North and South, the difference in the speed record is 200 miles in a day. How's the globe explain that one? Why in the North would we be able to go 200 miles further in a day than we've ever gone in the South? Why would the record for the Vendée Globe be so fucking slow? It's literally the equivalent of me telling you that somebody drove a car around the world and got the best speed ever, and you said, how fast did they go? And I went 16 miles per hour. You'd be like, wait, they're in a car going on a road around the world? Yeah. Why didn't they go faster? 16 miles per hour is the world record. You'd be like, well, why don't they go 40? Well, because it's hard to do sometimes. That's literally what they're telling us. The record for the speed around the Earth in the Vendée Globe race is they're crawling. They're going less than half the speed, the top speed of the boat.
Per hour. When up north, it's 27 miles per hour.
The day I broke the record, which was not great record-breaking conditions. The day I broke the record, which was not great record-breaking conditions.
Look up these boats. They go 50 miles per hour, yet they break the record in the South of going 22 miles per hour. I mean, at 38.5 knots, the top speed for Hugo Boss would be, like, what is that, like 45 miles per hour? By the way, and to the idiots out there, because somebody said to me once, maybe it was McToon, I don't even remember. Well, they're like, Jaron, you're calculating the speed that they're going based on 24 hours. They can't stay up the whole time and to do their boat. Yes, they do, dipshits. These guys are in a race around the world. Do you understand? They don't sleep. And if they do sleep, it's like, literally, these guys have trained themselves to sleep for 4 minutes every hour. That's literally what they do. There's one person on the boat. They don't slow down. They don't drop anchor. They are moving. They put it on autopilot and they fucking take a nap. That's the truth. Look it up. That's what all those guys do. Now look at the North record. World record in the Northern Hemisphere, way faster. I let myself down the ground beneath my feet gone. No more words with it speak. From that day my song was born. Never meant to leave you all alone. Said I'd be a shelter from the storm. Now your clothes have all been torn. Kingdom sacked, attacked, and dethroned. It's time for a champion. Shoot the soul of the land. And the heart from the sea and sand. Till the sun comes up again. So we're looking at a 14.4 miles per hour average in the Southern race. So the average speed of a Northern race is 10 miles per hour or more greater, and nobody asks any questions. And to me, it's like if people can't see, then they don't want to see. They don't want to know. They want to be lied to. They like the fact that they're lied to. They don't care that they're lied to. It's insane. And just so people don't think I'm lying, maybe see. If I put do Vendée Globe pilots, is that what they're called? Sleep. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find one. Q&A, answering your questions. Vendée Globe, calm before the storm. How to solo row.
Perhaps if you've never been on a sailboat, in particular a sailboat that's traveling at 25 knots, you don't realize
the sailboat's travel. I never even knew. I mean, thank you, Lord. He just said the sailboat is traveling at 25 knots. If it's 25 knots to mph is 28 miles per hour. Why is it that they finish the race and then you do the calculations and it comes back that they were doing 6 miles per hour and the current is going 2 miles per hour? It's so stupid. It's because they're going farther distances. Speed is distance over time. If your distance is wrong, guess what happens? The speed is drastically slow. How do these guys not realize it? Are they paid off? I don't know. Don't they ask the question of why is my boat going so fucking slow when it's a faster boat than that? They must not. I don't know if they're paid off. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
How turbulent and how much movement there just is on this boat. So we're using that, of course, to kind of get a baseline for what is the ground that Alex is trying to sleep on. And then on top of that, we have this sensor that Alex is wearing on his upper arm, together with the PPG sensor, the heart rate monitor sensor that's sitting on top of it. So we use all of these things together, plus an AI algorithm on the boat that then tries to make a best determination about whether or not Alex.
By the way, the Vendée Globe 2024. So it's coming the end of this year.
Sleeping on the boat. It's important not to think of it so binary, just as Alex is sleeping and not, or Alex is not sleeping. I mean, we don't do that with our own lives, right? We don't. All of us maybe put our heads down on our desk for 5 minutes and we don't sleep at work much sleep throughout the entire race, which I think is interesting if you think of the context that it's 70 days, right? That Alex is going out, essentially putting himself through this huge sleep deprivation study state of Alex right now.
So you haven't been in touch with Alex.
So what do you say, 70 days? I think I just heard him say that. So I'm taking the total distance of the Vendée Globe from 2020, which is 24,000 nautical miles, 27,000 regular miles, and dividing that by 70 days. I thought it was 100 days, but we'll take 70 to see what that comes out at. So that equals 394 miles in a day. Divided by 24 comes out to 16 miles per hour to win the race. When the boat goes, what did he say? 25 knots or something? I forgot what he said earlier. 25 knots, which was 30 something miles per hour. So really, and this is what's crazy to me, is it appears that they get half the speed they're supposed to. So multiply that by 2 to get to the speed of the boat. The guy just said 25 knots, which is 32 miles per hour. We just said 16 times 2 is 32. And all of a sudden, rather than the race be 25,000 miles, the race is 50,000 miles. Well, who says that the outside of the Earth is 50,000 miles? Captain Cook, all these guys, Magellan, who logged more than that going around the outside of the Earth.
Over the last few days, it's pretty clear.
So to me, there's something definitely wrong. It's not correct. It's not kosher. And nobody wants to admit it. They want to just keep. And I guess, it'd be easy, if you're down there and you just tell the guys, they could lie about a few things. What do I think they lie about? I think they lie about the current. There's no way that the current in the south is as slow as they say. There's just no way. Let me look up Antarctic circumpolar current. Let's see. Antarctic superpolar current flows clockwise from west to east around Antarctica. The alternative name, okay, let me get the speed here. Is the dominant circulation feature of the Southern Ocean. It has mean transport. See, they have to lie. They have to talk about, it's this much Svendrups. Just tell me the fucking speed, but they don't want to tell you the speed. They won't want to tell you the speed of the current. How else would we measure current? Oh, I just want to know how fast the water's moving. No, sir, we'll tell you how many Svendrups you have. Just tell me the fucking speed. Oh, we can't tell you that because then you'd be able to figure some shit out. So we'll just say Svendrups. Okay, whatever you say. Let's see if we can find anything. Let me look up mile per hour. Control find. Is there anything you can give me in mile per hour? We get one. The current flow rate is about 2.5 miles per hour. Okay, the ACC varies with time. Evidence of this Antarctic circumpolar wave, a periodic oscillation that affects climate as much as the southern hemisphere. Let's go catharsis around the world. Catharsis, circumnavigation. That's what we want. Let's get the circumnavigation of this boat. It took the Polish sailors 72 days, 5 hours, 33 minutes, 44 seconds to travel completely around the continent on a non-stop journey continuous south of the 60-second parallel. First section. Okay, so this is the first successful attempt in history around south of the 60-second parallel. Okay, so let's go. They had to stay south of the 60-second. Let's just go here and check it out real quick. South of the 60-second. All right, so we're going south of the 60-second to do a circle. Let's see, so this line is 66. So this line is 66.6, imagine that. So this line is 66, so we're doing south of the 62nd, so we can go up here to 62 right there. Let's go with the circle calculator, circle, and we're going to start here and do it at the 62nd, make sure it clears all the land. Like there, inside the 62nd. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so let's say there, and see if we missed all the land. We did. All right, So that is a circumference of 11,263. Okay, we'll say that 11,263. Let's go back and see what it took them. It took them 72 days, 5 hours. So let's go 72. Whoops. Times 24 hours equals 1728 plus 5 hours equals 1733. 33 minutes. We're not worried about that. So 1733 hours, correct? And they went 11,000. What was it again? Like 12,000, right? I think it was. We'll just do 12,000. Give them a little. They went a little bit further away from the land. Who knows? So we do that divided by 12,000. I'm sorry, 1733. It's 12,000 divided by 1733. 12,000 divided by 1733, and we get 6.92 miles per hour. That's the record. The boat goes 30. 6.92. Remember, this includes the fucking current. The current that we just figured out was what? 2.5 miles per hour? Is that what we saw? So, I mean, there's a problem, and you fuckers are letting them get away with lying to your face. It's sickening to me. Sickening. So we've got a current of 2.5 miles per hour. And the boat speed that's the fastest in the world, 6.92 miles per hour. And that means it was going 4. And I guarantee you the current's way more than that. The current's definitely more than 2.5 miles per hour. That's slow. Slow. Anyway, and you got the wind. You got all these things going for you. And you're pulling 6 miles per hour. Oh, you went around the world. Took us 72 days to go. You just went around Antarctica. That's it. That's it. So, again, people can keep letting them lie to you. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Truth comes to those who seek it, not to those who want to prove to themselves that their little globy fantasies are real. You do not spin on a... And I thought, oh, this is the Catharsis 2 now. The Catharsis 2 it just said 100 days. Sorry, you're looking at the wrong screen. You can't see it good. There we go. It's Catharsis 2, the challenge. Expected distance, 17,000 nautical miles. Why? Oh, you're counting where they took off and where they came back, or are you just counting the circumnavigation? Let's see what this says. Start Cape Town here. Plan finish Australia. Okay, so they're going around, coming back to here. Gotcha. Expected distance, 17,000 nautical miles. 100 days, including 80 days circumnavigating Antarctica. So this one says it took 80 days. 72 feet, crew. A voyage of approximately 100 days through some of the world's most difficult seas and oceans comprises the circumnavigation of Antarctica, the coldest and least accessible continent on our planet. It's just all lies. It's all lies. They don't even need to get near the sea ice. They can move. The shortest officially recognized record time for circumnavigating Antarctica by a yacht, albeit farther out between the 45th and 60th parallels, and both starting and finishing in Australia, is 102 days. So do the math on 102 days now. We're talking about container ships. Container ships go much faster than the ones are showing in here in the south. So why is it that all these ships, they're nowhere near ice? Don't give me that shit that says, oh, that's sea ice. No, that's way down here. Certainly, they're nowhere near Antarctica. They're as near Antarctica as the United States is to, or Russia, right? From me to Russia is about the distance of these boats to Antarctica. Okay, so they're not close. I can't just peer off into see Russia, and neither can they peer off to see Antarctica or the ice that are near it. So let's see, we got 11.3 miles per hour. See if we can find. Here's an Antarctic aurora, 10.4 down south, 9 days ago in 3 days. How far did they go? I don't even know what this is. Oops, I gotta do path, track. Where's this boat going? Well, that's weird. Doesn't it show that? No, I don't know. Usually it shows the whole track. I don't know where this boat's ending up, but the Zongtai is going 3.2 miles per hour. It's moving. This one's going 2.4 miles per hour. It's nice and fast. The Academic, 12.5 miles per hour. So in the south, it's just a problem that people go much slower than the north. 12.3. We're just randomly picking them. 12.2. Let's go back up to the north and pick some random boats across the Atlantic here. See what we get. We get 15.2. Right off the bat, the first one we selected is faster than any boat in the south. How about this one? 14.2, faster than any boat in the south. 17.4, faster than any boat in the south. 22.9, faster than any boat in the south. 21.4, faster than any boat in the south. 18.6, faster than any boat in the south. 19 miles per hour, faster than any boat in the south. And this jackass, let's continue here.
Getting that the ship's planned route to get from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic is going through very narrow water channels.
Oh, narrow water channels.
At the bottom of South America.
You mean for like fucking 35 minutes?
And given how famously unmaneuverable cargo ships are,
they're famously unmaneuverable. Yeah, they go 22 miles per hour though in the north.